whistles, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, hey, hey.
Newton on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. These two teams, Panthers and Lions, met each other Week 5 in Detroit last year. You did that game, didn't you?
I did, and the Panthers were starting to round into form, especially their quarterback Cam Newton, who had missed most of the preseason with a shoulder injury. He had a big game, 335 yards passing and 3 touchdown passes, and they beat Detroit at 26.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Lions have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's go. Hey. Gun.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He sets to fire deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Glover Quinn. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Hey, tag 50 left. Hey.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Completed to Marvin Jones. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Captain Munnerlyn, the one who made the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, 22! Hey, go here!
To throw on second down is Stafford. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. Third down here.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Hey!
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, here's Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a play fake here on first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Now Newton on first down. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Kerry Hyder in there to get him for a loss of 5.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Now it's Newton. Flush to his right. loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
On the ball. Gun. Gun.
They'll try the air now with Newton. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. They'll run Anderson, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Ezekiel Ansah in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now Newton. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. And Gano's kick is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Give me radar.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And Geisman complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Blount. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Here we go.
Now a carry for Blunt. And he stopped immediately there. Stop made there by Julius Peppers. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man. The credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground.
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Stafford. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Stafford on 3rd down. And Tate's got it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Theo Riddick, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 17-3. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard. Line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. His throw incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
20.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Out to the flat. It's complete to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 minutes to play here in the first half.
Here we go.
We'll come back to Ford Field after this. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
He'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On first down, Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
To throw on second down is Newton. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. The Panthers on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey.
Out of the gun, Newton. Left side complete. It's Bird. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Do something.
On first down, it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And Newton's going to keep it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Tyler Ervin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And he's able to put it through. Gano out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they begin the drive with a duel. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Zebra, hurry up, get set.
Here's Stafford now on second down. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
On first down, Irvin. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on second down. Newton got his man complete over the middle. That's Bird. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Newton now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And Detroit getting set to go now. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Monday. 21. Double.
Stafford on first down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They hand off to Irvin. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Newton now to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. And Detroit getting set to go now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And the Panthers coming out now. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
There you go.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up the key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And Godot's kick is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
10. Jumbo.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Stafford now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Hey, tag 50 left. Watch the out. Ready. Switch.
On first down at Stafford. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said,
And he's not able to get away, sacked back at the 22. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but just showing them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Matthew Stafford, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McKinley. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, 22!
On 1st down, Stafford here. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Out of the gun, Stafford. Flushed out right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just throw on 2nd down to Stafford. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
11.
On second down, here's Stafford. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they'll indeed take a knee. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Come on. Greg.
Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16. Broken tackle. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Hey, 58 is down. 58 is down.
Back to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. K1 short. Able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Carolina, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit.